Hold on to your helmets, Bears News fan report faithful. Have you ever felt a tremor beneath the gridiron? An undercurrent of uncertainty that sends shivers down your spine? Today, we've got a tale brewing in the heart of Halas Hall that could rock this franchise to its core. But before we dive headfirst into the maelstrom, do yourself a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to Bears News Fan Report, and ring that notification bell so you never miss the latest whispers from the Windy City. Now, imagine a storied veteran, a locker room leader whose iron will and clutch performances have inspired teammates for years, suddenly finding himself on the brink of an unimaginable fate. Could this be the end of an era? Is it possible that the very cornerstone of Chicago's offensive line is now fighting for his future in orange and navy? Today, insider chatter suggests the front office is weighing a seismic decision to part ways with one of their most reliable stalwarts before the season even kicks off. Picture it. The sun rises over Lake Michigan. The Bears' practice fields sparkle with dew, and our hero strides onto the turf, eyes blazing with determination. From Super Bowl triumphs to Pro Bowl nods, his journey reads like a gridiron fairy tale. Yet, behind closed doors, murmurs of cap constraints, roster reshuffles, and fresh starts echo in the corridors. Could this once unshakable guardian of the pocket now be deemed expendable? What dark forces have conspired to place this warrior on thin ice? Let's rewind to last season's defining moments. Remember the Week 9 showdown where a perfectly timed pancake block opened the floodgates for a game-winning drive? Or that rip-roaring playoff clash when he held off a relentless pass rush to save a late touchdown? Those flashes of dominance are etched in our memory, but some say they've clouded our judgment. Could the front office be looking past those highlights, eyeing the rising salaries and looming age? Some insiders whisper that a cap-strapped Chicago must weigh immediate loyalty against long-term flexibility. Could the salary cap become a cruel executioner, forcing them to sacrifice a legend for the sake of balance? Here's where the plot thickens. Rumor has it that one executive suggested exploring trade options as early as Week 1, scouting suitors, hungry for veteran leadership. Scouts from AFC contenders have reportedly been directed to focus on this player's tape, his every block, footwork, and punch, assessing whether he can still anchor a championship-caliber line. Fans are asking, is this the beginning of a new youth movement or a betrayal of the old guard? Could we see a hometown hero lining up in enemy colors next fall? Yet, adversity is the crucible of true legends. Our mysterious protagonist has overcome countless hurdles, shifting schemes, fierce competitors, and nagging injuries that would have sidelined a lesser warrior. His resilience is the stuff of folklore, a testament to preparation meeting opportunity. Coaches vouch for his film room ferocity, teammates praise his mentorship, and young linemen cling to every word of his guidance. Could this same perseverance turn the tide against whispers of a looming departure? As the off-season drama unfolds, we stand at the threshold of revelation. Will this chapter close on a triumphant note, cementing his legacy in Chicago lore? Or will it mark the beginning of an unexpected exit that reshapes the franchise's destiny? In just a moment, we'll peel back the curtain and reveal the name of this embattled icon, one who has carried the weight of Super Bowls on his broad shoulders. But before that, let your imaginations run wild. Speculate, theorize, and sound. Off in the comments, who is this linchpin at risk of being cast aside, and what does his possible departure mean for Bears Kingdom? The stage is set, the players are poised, and soon the truth will emerge. If you're as fired up as I am, smash that like button and subscribe to Bears News Fan Report right now, because you won't want to miss a single update on what happens next. Here's the moment we've all been waiting for. The player at the center of this storm is none other than veteran offensive guard Joe Thun. Yes, the four-time Super Bowl champion whose name has become synonymous with unbreakable pass protection and locker room leadership is reportedly the man on the chopping block. Imagine that. You've given your prime years to two championship dynasties, helped anchor the pocket for rookie phenom Caleb Williams, and still the whispers of an early exit grow louder with each passing day. Let's dissect why Thuney finds himself in this unprecedented predicament. First, there's the salary cap reality. Thuney's lucrative 2-year, $35 million extension, with $33.5 million guaranteed, was always going to be a heavy anchor on Chicago's payroll. As great as he's been, front office architects have to juggle the financial puzzle pieces. Could they really justify allocating nearly 10% of their cap to one guard when emerging talent on rookie contracts could be slotted in for a fraction of the price? Some believe that tough budgetary conversations behind closed doors have turned loyalty into collateral damage. Next, consider the youth movement brewing in Halas Hall. The Bears have invested high draft picks in a dynamic rookie tackle and a versatile center, both showing flashes in training camp that promise a formidable interior line for years to come. If these younger blockers step up, would the organization seize the opportunity to shift cap dollars toward other pressing needs, like adding a premier pass rusher or bolstering the secondary? Could the decision to move on from Thuney signal a philosophical shift from veteran-first to youth-driven rebuilding? But let's not forget Thuney's invaluable intangibles: his relentless film study habits, his weekly motivational huddles, his uncanny ability to diagnose stunts before they hit the line. These qualities have been credited with saving countless negative yardage plays. Coaches repeatedly praise his unmatched football IQ, and young teammates describe him as the ultimate mentor. In fact, some insiders whisper that without Thuney's steady hand, rookie quarterback Caleb Williams might not have had the confidence to flourish under center during his debut season. So, could parting ways with Thuney backfire by stripping the locker room of its moral compass? Let's explore the possible fallout. If the Bears do cut or trade Thuney before Week 1, rival franchises would undoubtedly pounce. Picture the Patriots swooping in to reunite him with familiar coaching, or the Raiders dangling first-round picks for his proven reliability. Could Thuney actually leave as a valued commodity, boosting Chicago's draft capital? Or would he be released outright, leaving him to choose his next destination, and the Bears left with little return? Either scenario carries dramatic consequences. Now, let's entertain the hero's journey angle. Every epic tale demands trials by fire. Perhaps this looming threat fuels Thuney to elevate his game even further, making the front office reconsider, or, better yet, publicly pressure them into reversing course. What if he silences critics by allowing zero pressures all season, anchors a historic rushing attack, and leads the Bears to playoff contention, vindicating every cent of his contract? That would be a redemption narrative worthy of NFL lore. Yet, there's an equally chilling alternative. Should the Bears decide to move on, we could be witnessing the end of a chapter that began back in his Patriots days. Thuney's exit might mark the franchise's commitment to bold, youth-oriented transformation, even at the expense of a beloved veteran. Will that gamble pay off with fresh success, or haunt them as another what-if in franchise history? Here's where you come in. I want to know if you believe Joe Thuney's legacy will survive this crossroads. Is Chicago making a strategic masterstroke by freeing up cap space and embracing fresh faces? Or are they on the verge of a catastrophic miscalculation, discarding a proven leader who still has plenty left in the tank? Personally, I can't help but feel the weight of this decision. As a lifelong Bears fan, watching legends depart is never easy. But I also understand that sometimes rebuilding means letting go of even the greatest contributors. For my money, I'd give Thuney every opportunity to prove his worth, on and off the field, before pulling the trigger. There's too much value in his experience and character to cast him aside prematurely. So, Bears Kingdom, what's your verdict? Drop your hot takes in the comments below. Did Chicago do right by extending Thuney only to put him at risk, or Should they double down and invest in this veteran cornerstone? I can't wait to read your opinions. If you enjoyed this roller coaster analysis, hit that like button, subscribe to Bears News Fan Report, and ring the bell so you're always in the loop on every twist and turn of this saga. Until next time, keep the faith and bear down.